Welcome back to Learning New Testament Greek, and today we're going to go over the exercises that were included in Chapter 2. First off, number 1, list the vowels. Alright, what are our vowels? They are alpha, epsilon, eta, iota, omicron, upsilon, and omega. So those are your vowels. Number 2, list the diphthongs. How many diphthongs are there? There's 7. You have I, ow, a. I recommend you say them when you do them. You, oi, oo, and we. Your breathing marks. Remember you have, I'm going to use an alpha here to show reference to a letter. You have smooth. And I'll use another alpha. Alpha, forgive me. Rough. Smooth breathing mark. It's the large end is pointed this way. Rough, it's pointed the other. Now remember the difference in pronunciation these cause? Smooth is nothing. Rough sort of adds an H sound, so hi, how, he, hi, hoi, hu, hui. Also, as a side note, the letter rho will often have a rough breathing mark, even though it is a consonant. Sometimes it'll get a rough breathing mark, so a h sound. It's neither here nor there. You'll see it pop up. All right, your accents. What are your accents? Your accents are acute, grave. Grave goes the other way. And my favorite, the circumflex. Acute, grave, and circumflex, those are your accents. Let's see, now where are we? We're number 5? Number 5-ish? Pronunciation mark. Pronunciation. Punctuation marks. Wow. Here I am, teaching a lesson on pronunciation. I can't pronounce? Oh, forget it. Punctuation marks. You have a period. And comma. I'm doing the little dot thing to accentuate it. Usually I'll just do that. Question mark. Remember, question mark looks like an English semicolon and colon. It's just a little dot. Now, these aren't punctuation marks, but you also have the apostrophe and the diaeresis. Remember, diaeresis splits up a diphthong. Okay, so you have your vowels, your diphthongs, your breathing marks, your accents, and punctuation marks and other diagnostic marks. Diaretical marks. I think diaretical is a fancy word. No, it's not. Oh, whatever it is. Now, for the fun part, I ask you to pronounce 5 different biblical names. So I'm going to write them out, and we're going to take a look at them. First one here. What letter is that? That's a capital letter, because it's a name, so it gets capitalized. That's right, it's a capital P. This is a diphthong. The diphthong, ow. And what is that? That's a circumflex accent, that's right. How many syllables are there? There are 2, because it has 2 vowel, or a vowel and a diphthong, so it has 2. So, Paulos. Paulos. And the emphasis goes on ow. Paulos. And that is Greek for the good old Apostle Paul. Paulos. Next up, delta, alpha, beta, iota with an accent, a cute one, I believe, and lowercase delta. So, how many syllables? 2, and the emphasis is on this one. So, David. David. David is one of the Greek spellings. David's name is spelled differently a few times. Of David. Alright, David. Next up we have another P, epsilon with an acute accent mark, tau, rho, omicron, and a final sigma. And we have 1, 2 syllables. Petros, 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 Petros. Petros is the Greek spelling of the name Peter. Petros. Next up, we have a capital iota, and notice with the capital letters, the breathing marks are offset, so they're a little beside, because if you had them above, it'd be running in the lines above because it's a full-length letter. So the breathing marks on capital letters, capital vowels, are a little offset. That's okay though. So capital iota, eta, internal sigma, or medial sigma, omicron, upsilon with a circumflex, and a final sigma. So how many vowels are there? Or how many syllables? So vowels and diphthongs. 1, 2, 3. So, and smooth breathing mark means no change in pronunciation. So sus, Jesus, or Jesus, because iota can be long or short. In this case, it's long. So Jesus, Jesus, and Jesus is Greek for Jesus. Jesus. All right, one more, and it starts out with a capital alpha, followed by a beta, and has smooth breathing mark on the alpha. Rho, alpha, alpha, with an accent, an acute one, and mu. So how many syllables? 1, 2, 3. And yes, you can have vowels up against each other like that, adjacent even, with breaking them into syllables. So because the smooth breathing mark doesn't change the pronunciation, so bra, Abraham. And if you couldn't figure that out, it's Abraham. We put an H in, well, in English, Hebrew. Greeks didn't have an H, so when they brought it from Hebrew to Greek, things didn't work out quite right, so they came as close as they could. So, Abraham. Abraham is Abraham. So you have Paulos, David, Petros, Jesus, Abraham. Paul, David, Peter, Jesus, and Abraham. All right. Hopefully you've benefited from this exercise, and I will see you next time.